Okay, I mentioned her name. Leah Elson is here with us, SciComm extraordinaire. Leah has gotten, I don't know, probably like 4+ degrees, is working on another one. Published a whole bunch, has done a whole bunch of stuff with science communication, blah, blah, blah. She told me she desperately needs friends as well. So if you can help with that, don't be like too strange after the show, but a little bit. She's here to promote her book, There Are No Stupid Questions in Science, as part of the Wisconsin Science Festival. And with that, I will let Leah take it over.
First of all, I'd just like to ask the audience, has anyone in here seen me speak or knows me from social media?
What?
Oh, okay. So for everyone else, I think you might want to rescind your clapping a bit later. You'll see as we get through this talk. Everybody, welcome. Thank you so much. It's a delight to be here. This is actually my first time in Madison. So today I was asked to go over, what is this talk here, gentlemen? They have set me up for failure. Thanks, guys. All right.
There you go.
I see. Thank you. It takes a room full. You see all these degrees and all this student debt, and where's it gotten me? An inability to use this clicker. There I am. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. So today I was asked to talk a little bit about the integration of artificial intelligence into agriculture. And so I thought I would call this talk From Skynet to Smart Farms. And we're gonna go a little bit over AI itself, a little bit over its application in agriculture, and then a little bit over some of the humanity-based implications of doing something like this. So, first of all, it's a very ubiquitous term, right? AI. We all utilize AI in some capacity. My ChatGPT users, are you in the house here? Yes, crafting emails day by day, saving us professionally. So this is a really ubiquitous term, but really, like, what the hell is AI when you really dig into it? And what AI is it is computer programming that is meant to mimic human-like intelligence. And this includes things like problem solving. This includes things like learning, pattern recognition, things like that. And it's different. It's really different than classical programming, because in classical computer programming, what happens is that programmers give a computer a task. They say, perform this thing, do this thing better. But then the developers also have the burden of having to go in and formulate rules and logic for the computer system. And then in that really rigid rules and logic, that computer system works through the problem. But AI is fundamentally different. It gives the developers a little bit of a break. What they can do is they can utilize this program, maybe give it a little bit of a kickstart, some minor parameters, and they say, all right, there's the problem, go nuts. And AI essentially runs through all these algorithms until it finds a sweet spot, and it solves the problems for the developers. This makes it an incredibly powerful tool, and it makes it really, really good at pattern recognition. So some hit words that I have up on the screen here, which you guys have probably seen circulating on the internet in headlines: machine learning. This is one of the ways in which AI does what it does, okay? It learns from its tasks. So what it will do is it will try to perform a task, it will try to reach its goal. It fails over and over and over, and it learns from these failures until it nails it. The other one up here you may have seen, because it sounds really sci-fi, is called deep learning. This is a little bit more advanced algorithmically, and this is actually modeled kind of loosely, inspirationally, off of human neural networks in the brain. And this is used for things like pattern recognition in photos, videos, really, really robust data sets, things like that. And so really what AI is, it's less come with me if you want to live, and more, multi-layered modal networks for optimizing modeling, right? That's what AI really truly is. But AI in general is fantastic at processing gigantic data sets. Like I said, it's really, really powerful at pattern recognition, and it can handle multiple dynamic variables at one time. So if you have shifting, changing variables, or you have data sets that are subject to really, really extreme values, AI can handle it no problem. And it's something that would take humans years and years of time and huge budgets and lots of people to analyze. AI can handle this no issue. And so this makes it really compelling to use in things like cancer diagnoses or solving the problem of cancer, where you have all of these different competing variables, all these biasing variables and codependent variables that are changing and subject to differences between patients. It also makes it really compelling for something like space travel. There are a ton of variables associated with getting astronauts safely to another planet, right? So how do we do interplanetary travel safely? But these are both really big moonshot things, right? And I don't want you to think that AI isn't applicable to us terrestrially on the ground doing everyday things. And one of the things that AI is critical for is agriculture. And this is a very non-comprehensive list of variables that contribute to crop yield annually. Now, the problem that we are currently facing is that we are in a shifting climate. No matter what you guys hear on the internet, no matter what people like to grandstand and talk about, we are looking at a shifting climate. We are looking at resources in nature that we are depleting, and this makes it difficult for us to meet crop yields every single year. And so not only do we have a problem with crop yields maybe not being maximized due to variables that we can't predict and maybe more extreme every year, but we also have more and more mouths to feed every single year juxtaposed next to that problem. So AI can be really useful. AI can identify parasites, shout out to the parasite girl, can identify parasites in crops. We can identify, hey, if there's shifting weather patterns, how do we sort of rotate crops so that we can maximize yield to kind of thwart those weather patterns, right? This is exactly what AI can be used for. Great. So let's do it. Let's implement AI, right? Let's go for it. But what I would love to leave you with today is a point of thought. And we cannot just integrate AI into everything, especially into something like agriculture, because the problem with AI is that it's new, it's developing, and it is incredibly costly. And so what is going to happen is that large corporate farming ventures are going to be the ones that can afford this AI. They're going to be the ones that are going to utilize it. They're going to get better crops, they're going to get more of it, and they're going to be the ones that are profitable, and they're going to edge out that small market. And so what I want to leave you with today is that the problem with integrating AI is not that we're going to be subservient to our robot overlords. The problem with AI is that we have to protect humanity from itself, which means that we need to involve small farmers, we need to involve policymakers, and we need to involve tech to come together to ensure that these robust platforms that are coming, AI will champion our lives in every aspect of it. And we need to ensure that we're coming together to ensure that it's accessible for everybody who needs it. Small farmers, big corporations, you. Everybody deserves these robust capabilities to make their lives and the world around us better. With that, thank you so much.
What?